ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
Two hot men right here, just sweating profusely.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends figure review set on the Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con 2016 exclusive, the Raft. You can see all 5 characters right over here. We have Abomination, Enchantress, Dreadknight, Spidey, wall crawling over there. Then we have Purple Man and Sandman. And then on the side of the packaging, you can see we get some Velcro right over here so that you can flip this thing up, and it's like this on the other side. So you can take this whole piece right over here and then detach it from the sides. We lift all the way up and you can see all the figures inside, and then reattach the Velcro on those side pieces right there. And I think that's really cool how we could see Electro, Eel, and Hobgoblin up at the top over there, and then there's all the figures inside. I think that is really cool. And then you can just detach this and then swing it right back down over there. Now flipping this all the way around, you can see there's a little bit of a bio right there on the whole box set. And then we have a read up on Dreadknight. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. Anyway, on the top you can see some windows right up over there looking pretty cool. And then on the bottom, not much else going on. And one thing I am noticing is that there's no SDCC 2016 exclusive sticker on this. But anyway, let's get to it and crack these things open. And here's Dreadknight out of the packaging. And a very cool figure. I really like this one. I like that we're getting the reused body mold that we had seen with the Hobgoblin figure that had just recently come out. We still get this metallic color right over here for the mesh, so I think that's pretty awesome. He has a new cape over here, and that's removable if you want to do that. He doesn't have his bat-winged horse that he'd gotten from Black Knight, so a little unfortunate. He feels incomplete without it, but it's a still very cool looking figure, you know? I like it. I like that we get a lot of paint right over here on the lance, along with his sword and his helmet. So let's take a closer look at the weapons, and then we'll take a closer look at Dreadknight. So first off, he comes with his sword, and I really like this a lot. I think it looks awesome. I love how we have the wash over here. It makes it look weathered and beat up and everything. So I think that's really cool. Nice sculpting over here. We have some black paint right over there on the handle, so I'm liking that. And he does have sword storage, so he has this little spot right here that you could just shove the sword right in, and there it goes. It does hinder the articulation a little bit once you get it in there, you know, of course, because the legs are just right there, but it's not too bad. I like how you actually get weapon storage with this thing. Then we have his mighty lance over here, which is really cool. I really like this a lot. I think it's sculpted out very nicely. I like all the little holes sculpted right over here. I think they did a really good job with that. And again, nice black wash over the whole thing. Looks really nice. I'm really digging it a lot. Yeah, very cool lance over here. I think they did a great job with this. And I don't know, I tend to have him hold it in his right hand. One thing to be wary of is it actually works out better having him grip it all the way down here. It just holds a little bit better. When you get it over here, it's just a lot more loose. And there's no weapon storage for this guy. So here's looking at the head sculpt, and I like it. I think it looks nice with this great metallic gray. Now, it doesn't really come off as well as it does in person over here, but it is a very nice metallic gray color. Not the shiniest of grays, but I like it. You know, it looks like a helmet as it should, and I love that we're getting this black overspray on it over here, especially right down there, as you can see how it bleeds over. The red deco for the eyes came out really clean as well. Nice sculpted details throughout on it. I do have a gripe about the helmet though. It does have a lot of the marbleization going on at the top. Look at that. Woo! That is severe, man. Ay, jeez. But you know, on the wings right over here, they look okay. And then on the back of the head, ooh, more marbleization. Yeah, not marvelization, by the way. Someone commented saying, what's marvelization? I'm like, okay. Anyway, looking right over here, we get some nice deco on the chest. So I think that looks very clean. I'm liking that. And again, we get the same metallic sheen that we had gotten on the Hobgoblin. Even though this is a different color, it's more of a teal color over here on Dreadknight as opposed to the Hobgoblin. There you go. And they're both blue, really. But this definitely has more of a tealish tone. Kind of weird thing is that this left shoulder is very matted compared to the rest of the mesh, right? This one does not have that same metallic-y sheen as this side right over here. So, a little gripe of mine. And looking at the sculpt over here, it's the same as it was on the Hobgoblin. Then he has this new added belt and loincloth. Unfortunately, some paint came off, and it was like that already. I didn't do anything to the figure to make that happen. It was just like that. But nice silver paint right over there for the buckle, and all the buttons going across over here.
and then even got it right there on the back, and I just peeled off the cape. The cape comes off pretty easily. I didn't mention that I like this blue right over here. That looks fantastic. Very nice metallic blue right there. And then looking at the legs, yeah, it looks like right over here too, it's missing a little bit of that metallic sheen. So, yeah, little parts here and there, just a little imperfection. Then looking at the boots, they look pretty good. We've seen these boots before. And then looking at the bottom of the feet, he still has the peg holes. And then the cape itself just plugs into the port in the back. It does come off fairly easy sometimes, but looking on the back of the figure, not too shabby at all, right? So just ports right in. There it goes. And then we get some little silver right here at the top. So I like the articulation on this figure. Even with the cape on, you can get him looking up pretty far. That's pretty sweet, and you can move his head all the way down as well. You get side-to-side movement over here, and not much neck pivot over there. Shoulders move outward that much, say on this side. Yep, going outward that far, move down, they move forward, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. You have this glove rotation right over here at the forearm, and then it has a wrist swivel, and on the left hand it hinges up and down, and what's really cool is on this right side it actually has the roll of the dice motion, so it has that side to side movement. One thing to note is that this is extremely loose on me right over here on this forearm part of the glove. Anyway, he does have an ab crunch right over here, and then it does crunch back, and I didn't mention this earlier, but I do like the touch of black paint that they added on the sides of the figure. I think that's pretty sweet. Anyway, crunches forward, back, waist swivel, hips move outward. He can kick forward that far and move back very far. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. Then he has calf rotation, and then the ankles move down, up, and he has ankle pivot. Now measuring out this Dreadknight figure, you can see he's standing over 6.5 inches tall. And then here's Dreadknight next to the Marvel Legends Hobgoblin from the Space Knight Venom Build-A-Figure wave. And you can see that they have the same torsos, the same legs, and the same upper arms. You know, from the boots down and the gloves down, it's different. Of course, with the belt and heads and capes too. And then to compare Dreadknight to a couple of Iron Man figures, we have the classic Iron Man from the Iron Man 3 movie wave, and then we have the face-off Iron Man, which resembles how he looked in the cartoon, which I'm more familiar with Dreadknight from the 90s Iron Man cartoon. Then here's Dreadknight compared to Black Knight, and I have not picked up this figure in a long time, and this was released during the dark days of Marvel Legends, and it really shows how far along Hasbro's come since then. But then here's Dreadknight next to Hasbro's second release of Doctor Doom. Of course, Doctor Doom is responsible for why Dreadknight's such a metalhead. And then here's Dreadknight next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Oh man, this guy has a lance and I have no shield. Oh, I'm gonna get out of here. Oh! Now, unfortunately, I do not have any 1/12 scale horses, so the closest thing I have here is the Griffin from Masters of the Universe Classics. Thank you, Mr. Phils. And he fits on here very nicely, and it looks just really cool, you know, that it's a winged creature and everything. So this is the closest I can get to the black horse with the bat wings. One thing I failed to mention was that the belt and loincloth is removable, so there's just this little tab right over here that you just port in right there. I recommend taking this off before putting him onto any, you know, creatures or anything like that, and it works pretty nicely, and he does have black shorts underneath there. So I do like this figure. I recommend getting this SDCC box set. Overall, I do like it, but this figure over here is pretty sweet. And I hope you guys thought my review was pretty sweet as well. If you did, please hit the like button. Click any of the boxes popping up over here for more Shart all over tu cara. If you have not yet hit the subscribe button, go ahead and do so right over there for more ShartimusPrime videos coming your way. Want to check out my interview that I posted earlier today from San Diego Comic-Con? I interviewed the Hasbro Star Wars guy, Steve Evans, so check out that video right over there. If you want to see yesterday's review on the Marvel Legends exclusive Purple Man, go ahead and check out that button right down over there. If you want to catch up with me and stay tuned to the ShartimusPrime YouTube channel, go ahead and check me out on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can see a photo gallery of images over at marvelousnews.com. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
If you want to check out yesterday's, or